Welcome back, everybody. It is Blakely NCAA, and today we are going to be talking about the team that could potentially win it all this year in the March Madness bracket tournament. Now, this is using mainly bracket statistics and how past tournaments have played out and what teams kind of fit those standards. And using that, we have narrowed it down pretty tightly. Before we get into it, I would just like to say, small channel, if you would like to, go ahead, drop a subscription. If not, totally good. And then we're using past bracket statistics, getting straight into it. Every champion since 2004 has been in the top 12 of the Week 6 AP poll. This year, that included Kansas, Marquette, Duke, Iowa State, Oregon, Kentucky, Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, Gonzaga, Purdue, and Florida. We have majority of the 1 seeds here, a couple of the 2 seeds, and even Kansas at a 7 and Gonzaga at an 8. That is obviously too broad of a range of data, and that's not that trustworthy, seeing that we have 7 and 8 seeds potentially being champs. Now, obviously, I knew that, so I narrowed it down for you. Cut it down to 10. Bring in Houston. Each of the last 15 champs that weren't UConn were ranked top 15 in the preseason AP poll. Now you'll see that we actually substituted in Houston and Texas A&M for teams like Kentucky, Purdue, Oregon, the weaker teams. And now this, slims it down a little bit, but it's still a little too broad. We're having a lot of SEC here with 4 out of the 10 teams being from the SEC. So let's cut it down even more. In 9 of the last 10 years, the national champ was ranked in the top 8 of KenPom on January 1st. Now, the top 8 this year included Marquette, Duke, Auburn, Houston, Florida, Tennessee, Iowa State, and Gonzaga. Now, this gives us 8 potential teams, all of the 1 seeds, couple 2 seeds. We still have some outliers in Marquette and Gonzaga that keep showing up, but hey, that just shows that they are very strong, could potentially make runs. Maybe, you never can really count anything out with these tournaments. So let's slim it down a little more. We'll see if we can get rid of them. There you go. Since KenPom started, 20 out of the 23 champions entered the tournament in the top 6. You got to be a hot team to win in March. That consists of Duke, Auburn, Houston, Florida, Tennessee, and Alabama this season. 4 SEC teams. I know. It's insane. The winner's probably going to be an SEC team. Every non-UConn champion was ranked top 5 in the pre-tournament Torvik rankings. Now, that eliminates Alabama. And we finally get it close. Obviously, we have the 1 seeds, but when you really think about it, most of the time, a champion is a 1 seed. It's just picking which is the right 1 seed. And we will see if we can narrow it down by... Okay, that eliminates Houston. 12 of the last 21 champions entered the tournament top 3 offensively. That gives us Duke, Florida, Auburn. They're very, very high octane offenses. Now, Auburn is going to be eliminated due to them being the number 1 overall seed. That has only happened 23% of the time. That team has only won. So now that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but I'm going to cut it off. Gives us 2 teams. Is it Duke or is it Florida? Is it John Shire? Is it Todd Golden? Is it Con Newpel? Elijah Martin? Waller Clayton? Cooper Flagg? Could go on for days. Both of these teams, obviously, outstanding, had great seasons. The winner of the 2025 March Madness tournament, in my eyes, is going to be the Florida Gators. Now, there's many reasons to love this Florida team. They have the best guard rotation in and all of the college basketball scene. They have fantastic coaching under Todd Golden, and just their overall depth at every position, combined with the ability to have at least four players on the court, all able to shoot the clip at a high rate, is key for deep runs in March Madness. And Florida is just built. It is just built for this month. They have Walter Clayton Jr., Elijah Martin, and Will Richard, all three great, great guards, two outstanding transfers, and Will Richard's been with this team. And we still haven't even given Alex Condon any credit, but he is probably going to be in the first round of the NBA draft next season. So, this team isn't going to look this good next season because of all of these players and just the show that they're going to be putting on from game to game in their run to potentially winning the entire March Madness bracket tournament. And looking at their path, we actually see that after the 16 seed, they could potentially play UConn. And if they beat UConn, they would either have to play Maryland, Memphis, Colorado State, or Grand Canyon, and then get matched up with a team like St. John's in the Elite Eight, and then go on from there. They have a tough path, but they should hopefully be able to pull it off, and I don't doubt their ability to. But with all that being said, I appreciate everyone tuning into the video. As always, if you'd be so kind, you can subscribe and like this video. It would really help the channel grow. But other than that, still appreciate everyone tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next March Madness related video.